Hey, what's up guys? Coach Drew, Primal Wellness Coaching and Primal Krav Maga. I'm here with Jackson Califas, and we are going to ask Jackson some questions about his experience, his background, and what he can do for you. Jackson, why don't you introduce yourself to our viewers and tell us a little bit about not only your professional experience, but what first piqued your interest in not only self-defense and martial arts, but violence. What brought you into the world of violence, which is where we live when we teach these things?
Jackson Califas from Los Angeles, Southern California. My passion is teaching people how to protect themselves. I've spent many years learning how to find the best approach in not just protecting myself over the years, but also how to educate people to protect themselves and their family. When it comes to violence, I've been acquainted with violence from a young age. From the time I was 9 years old, my father was stabbed to death. After that, I've been in a lot of street altercations. I've been in situations where knives come at me. I've been in the crossfire with guns. So I've been in a lot of situations where I was acquainted with violence.
So let me interrupt and ask.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you weren't growing up in maybe the most wholesome setting, and it's easy to be in, if you're in the type of world where people are getting stabbed and there are shootings, it's easy to maybe end up on the wrong side of this, right? Not where you're here teaching and caring for others, but where you're along the, let's just say, the more selfish path of trying to be the biggest, baddest alpha in the street. So how did you come through all of that into the person that's sitting here with me today?
There were times in my life where I could have easily went down that route and got killed or went to prison. I would be in prison right now. But I completely changed my whole lifestyle, and I decided to change myself and make myself into a best version of myself possible so I can be of service to others.
For a bit of context, Jackson and I met in Israel at a Krav Maga instructor course under Master Ron Engelman and Krav Maga Israel curriculum. So we met in a formalized instructor training setting for Krav Maga in particular. Why is it important for you to be a trainer to people? Why is it important for people to receive this training?
Well, number one, the very first reason why people should learn self-defense, number one, is to protect yourself. It limits the chance of getting injured or getting killed. So number one, we should learn how to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
Number two, if you can't protect yourself, how are you going to protect your family? How are you going to protect the people that you care about? And number three, do you want to live your life as an asset or a liability to your family and your tribe as well? So these are important aspects of why it's important to learn to invest in self-defense. And there's a lot of great benefits besides that. Learning awareness and self-control and discipline, and being able to walk with confidence, which is one of the most important things in life, to be able to be confident in yourself, to be self-controlled, to be disciplined, to have more of an awareness. So there's a lot of great benefits of learning self-defense. So the very first thing that I educate people on is how to develop awareness skills, what to look out for. And then if you get caught in the situation, de-escalation techniques and protocols, how to verbally de-escalate a situation. And then eventually we get into, if you get caught in it, being unaware of a situation and someone attacks you and then you get caught in it, then we need to learn what we do in that kind of situation. But 100%, number one, is being aware so that we can prevent being put in the situation in the first place, and being able to de-escalate situations. I think number one, this is the very first thing that needs to be taught before anything else.
That's beautifully put, and I know that your what you offer and what you teach is broader than just Krav Maga curriculum. And I know that a lot of people have very strong opinions about Krav Maga in various ways, but one thing I will say is I think anyone that teaches Krav Maga can agree the best self-defense technique is one where you do not have to engage with an assailant. It's the technique where the altercation never happens. And so having that situational awareness, being able to verbally de-escalate or avoid the situation entirely is absolutely step one.
100%.
You're super fit, and you've been on a fitness journey for the last, 6-10 months or so?
I'm just dedicating myself to be the best version of myself possible.
Okay.
Because I believe that by creating the best version of myself, that I can be a more genuine service to other people. So I'm up early in the morning, 3:30 in the morning. The very first thing I do is I hydrate, drink my water, and I get right into reading a book, some kind of personal development book.
Wow, okay.
And then I go into writing in my journal, thinking about the kind of wins and accomplishments that I want to have for that day. And then from there I go right into a workout. I do something called my 300. So I do 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and then I'll do 100 crunches. And from there I go right into burpees.
Okay.
And then after that, shower, dress, get myself in the right, it helps me get in the right mindset for the day, to tackle the day.
Tell us about Sharpen Your Sword. So how do clients find you, and what are they coming to you for?
Basically, sharpening your sword means developing your skills, building the best version of yourself, cutting down old habits, and learning protection skills, how to protect yourself in a realistic way, how to protect not only yourself, but protect your family and your loved ones.
Jackson, if anyone wants to find you, get a hold of you, it's the best way to do that.
Instagram at Jackson Califas, and my website, which we can link on the video as well.
Okay, cool. All right. Thanks, man. Good chatting with you on that.
Yes, sir.